Hello and welcome to another train set, and today you join me at Crewe on the West Coast Main Line. So being seen services by Adventure West Coast, London North Western Railway, Northern, East Midlands Railway, and some freight as well. Down there is a bunch of locos. Over there is 57 308, which is known as the Thunderbird loco. As terminating in now is a terminating northern service from Manchester Piccadilly, which is one of Northern's units. This is led by 331017. First time seeing these units. I also forgot to mention we'll be seeing services by Transport for Wales as well. There you go. There's that one arriving in from Manchester Piccadilly. I don't think they go to Liverpool Lime Street, but I could be wrong. But there's that one arriving in. Okay, passing through now is a Adventure West Coast service from Glasgow Central to London Euston. (390-117) Blue Peter on a Adventure West Coast service from Glasgow Central to London Euston. That one goes to London Euston from Glasgow Central. Okay, heading back off to Manchester Piccadilly now is 33117 on the 1246 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly, starting here. That one goes proceeding off to Manchester Piccadilly, starting now on the 1246 service. Departing now is the delayed 1230 Transport for Wales service to Manchester Piccadilly from Carmarthen. Formed of a 3-car Transport for Wales 175. Led by 175106. And about 22 minutes late. Joining me is the Greater London Transport. Like and subscribe to his channel as he does amazing content. Yep. Off that one goes to Manchester Piccadilly. Incoming now is the 1255 Adventure West Coast service to London Euston from Chester. This should be a return of 221112 that we saw earlier at Stafford. Indeed it is. We'll catch that service and she departs that. We'll call that Stafford and London Euston. That's our arriving from Chester. Okay, making our preparation to depart now is the 12:55 Atlantic West Coast service to London Euston from Chester, 221112. There she goes. Going at Stafford and London Euston. Off she goes to London Euston. Terminating in now is a terminating northern service from Manchester Piccadilly, worked by a 3-car Northern 323. Worked by 323 227. There's that one arriving from Manchester Piccadilly. Okay, incoming now is the 1304 Atlantic West Coast service from Blackpool North to London Euston, which is 390119, supporting its Pride delivery. As behind me, the Atlantic West Coast service from London Euston to Blackpool North. Double 8, the champion, I think that was the nameplate, and the nameplate of that one is Progress. We'll catch you that when she departs for London Euston from Blackpool North. Okay, soon to make our preparation to depart now is the 1304 Atlantic West Coast service to London Euston from Blackpool North, 39119 Pride. This service will be going via Birmingham New Street. Here she goes. As you can probably see in distance, is the 1308 Advantage West Coast service to Edinburgh from London Euston. We'll catch that one when she departs, so but off goes 39119. Arriving in A, the 1310 Transport for Wales service to Cardiff Central from Manchester Piccadilly. Which is led by 150 278. Supporting its Transport for Wales delivery. If I'm trying to put all those passengers that are waiting down there onto that. It's usually a 3-car service, not a 2-car. Common sense Transport for Wales. There's none on the wagon now. Okay, about to head off now. It's the 1308 Advantage West Coast service to Edinburgh from London Euston. And that Cardiff Central service from Manchester is going to be very rammed. There's the pop, and there's the hiss, and away she goes. We've got 390 114. With its next calling point, Warrington Banky. City of Manchester is the nameplate. That one goes to Edinburgh from London Euston. Incoming now is the slightly delayed 1310 Advantage West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly from London Euston. That's 150 278 is still in the platform. Cardiff Central. We'll catch those two when they go out. Departing now is the 1308 Transport for Wales service to Cardiff Central from Manchester Piccadilly. 150 278. That one goes. Okay, soon to depart now is the slightly delayed 1310 Advantage West Coast service to Manchester Piccadilly from London Euston. Should be open in a second now.
This stuff now!
There she goes. Worth by 390, 135. Cornet Wilmslow, Stockport and Manchester Piccadilly. There she goes to Manchester Piccadilly anyway. Terminating in A is a transport for Wales terminus from Chester. One 362 is at the front. Very packed service, and on the rear is 15391. We'll catch that one when she goes back out. Arriving in Ace is slightly delayed 1319. London North Western Railway service to Birmingham New Street from Liverpool Lime Street. As behind me is 323227, working the slightly delayed 1316. Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly. This is worked by 350 126. And on the rear, this one is ex-former Transpennine Express 350 401. We'll capture that service when she goes out. Coming now is the 1323 Advantage West Coast service from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston. Led by 390047. It's now behind is the 1321 Transport for Wales service to Chester. One 15391 is now leading. As 153362 is now trailing. Going at Chester only. Off she goes to Chester. Departing AC 1323. Advance West Coast says to London Euston from Liverpool Lime Street, 390047. Outstanding distance is 1326 to Liverpool Lime Street from London Euston. There's those ones. Behind me is another Advance West Coast service to London Euston from Manchester Piccadilly. Delayed 1332 service. 390046 is that the proceedings. As it goes around the corner into platform 1. There's that one running. Now the Pioneer C1326. Advance West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street from London Euston. Here she goes. $390,103. That one goes to Liverpool Lime Street, corner one corn and Liverpool Lime Street. Off she goes from London. Okay, after a short driver change, we now have a GBRF 66 off to somewhere. I'm not 100% sure where she's off to. This is led by 6676. Wolverhampton, Wilderness is the main site. As also Pioneer is slightly delayed 1332, London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street. 350-253. Sorry, it's Stafford. Goes those two. Udo. Terminating in now is a terminating northern service from Manchester Piccadilly. Which is led by 323 237. Behind us is a Transport for Wales 197 on a test run from Crewe South Yard to Longport. Off goes 390 152, working a service from Glasgow Central to London Euston. As here goes 197 042 on a test run service from Crewe South Yard to with nice tones from it as well. Days off to Longport MD from Crewe South Yard. Off she goes on a test one. Our only nice, the delayed 13:30. Transport for Wales says to Manchester Piccadilly.
You know when like some of megatones the down space smiles? Yeah. Or screams.
Swear down. Swear down.
Screams, doesn't it?
Oh, in that, you and me. Well, actually, one of these problems we only had like 3 or 4
I've got, I don't know how many I've got. Oh, that's got
It's all good.
Haha, imagine. Oh,
That
the
is
kid's waving at it. The kid proper
82
I'm going to give it tone power.
225.
Is that Tom Kenyon?
I think.
No one else waves like that at the train.
I'm not sure, but we'll find out the numbers when she departs.
Tom Kenyon,
Now, Pine is the delayed 13:30 Transport for Wales service from Cardiff Central to Manchester Piccadilly. This is one of Transport for Wales rug sets with a Transport for Wales 67 at the back. You can just hear the 67 powering up. Here she goes. As you can probably tell, it's starting to rain. Is at the front. With 67017 on the back. She goes to Manchester Piccadilly, only about 15 minutes late. That one. Okay, something I was not expecting to come through, but here we have a Trans-Pennine Express Mark 5 set with a 68 at the back, working a run from Crewe South Yard to Longsight. I can just hear the 68 powering up, and she's just got given the single yellow, or is it scheduled to stop here, I don't know. But in the meantime, departing now is 323237 on a northern service to Manchester Piccadilly. I was not expecting it to rain today, but what can you do? So last time I checked, it was going to be dry, but there we go. Off she goes to Manchester Piccadilly Tunnel. Okay, back on the move. It's the Trans-Pennine Express Mark 5 set with a 68 on the back on a ECS move to Longsight from Crewe South Yard, I do suspect. Crewe to 68019. But there you go, guys. I was not expecting that to come through today, but there you go. It's always another treat to have. Oh, go on. Like the sound of that power up there. But there she goes anyway. Arriving in Nays, a terminating northern service from Manchester Piccadilly. 323228. Terminating in from Manchester Piccadilly. We'll see that come back out soon on the 1416 service. Where's that one? Coming now is the 1404 Advantage West Coast service to London Euston from Edinburgh. 390039. Lady Cordova is the nameplate. Soon to pass will be a fancy West Coast service from London Euston to Glasgow Central. Here she comes. 390-124. As behind me is a Freightliner 66. I'm not sure what she's doing, but this is 66521, I think it is, or 601. It's one of those two. But we'll see that when she heads off, when she gets the signal. It's back on the move. It's 66501. Japan 2001. It's the nameplate. I'm unsure where it's heading off to though, but the attachments below of what it's doing though. But it's obviously doing a light loco run to somewhere though. The 1404 says to London Euston departs. The standing distance will be the 1408. Advantage West Coast says to Blackpool North from London Euston. We'll see that through. It's actually 39121. Supporting its climate livery. How I can tell because the livery gives it away. We'll actually see that when she departs. Okay, returning back is 66501. What she's doing though. It's over there, it's 39121. But after after 39121 departs, I'll go down the other end and find out what's going on. Anyway. Departing AC 1208, Advance West Coast, service to Blackpool North, from London Euston. I noticed it didn't rain for long, but there you go. There's the pop, there's the hiss. And away she goes. Opportunities, the nameplate of this one. There she goes to Blackpool North and London Euston. Departing now is the slightly delayed 1408. Advance West Coast says to Manchester Piccadilly from London Euston.
Platform 1,
Another reason why I want to go to the other end, because do the East Midlands Railway services and whatnot. Go off to Newark Castle and whatnot. This is led by 390 128. Going out Windsor, Stockport and Manchester Piccadilly. City of Preston is the main plate. Another reason why I want to go down the other end is because I can get another good view of trains passing on the fast line as well. As it curves our way down to Manchester Piccadilly from London Euston. Next stop will be Wilmslow, Stockport, then Manchester Piccadilly. There she goes, curving around the corner of that service to Manchester. Now departing is the 1419 London North Western Railway service to Birmingham New Street from Liverpool Lime Street, 350 237. And 350 101. As behind me is 66501. I found out the reason why it was going to and from the other end, because there's a delivery of a Transport 4 Hours 197. Speaking of 197s, down there is 197010, which is on a test run. Not sure when it's due out. As over there is the 13. No. I'm not sure what time that is, but it's off to Tenby from Manchester Piccadilly. We'll see that when it. Arriving in A is the 1423 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston from Liverpool Lime Street in the proceedings of 390 A16. We'll catch it when it departs. Okay, terminating in A, terminating on North Western Railway service from Birmingham New Street. In the form of 350 126. Sorry, 128. My mistake. You'll see that service when she heads back out for Birmingham New Street. departing now is the delayed 1410 transport for rail service to Tenby from Manchester Piccadilly, which is the return of 175 106. Obviously goes to Tenby from Manchester Piccadilly. Okay, making a preparation to depart now is the 1423 Advantage West Coast service to London Euston from Liverpool Lime Street. 390 016 is in proceedings, I do suspect. This goes. Standing distance will be the 1426 Advantage West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street from London Euston. As you can just about see in the distance. (66,501) should have these half out soon, hopefully. In comes the slightly delayed 1426 service to Liverpool Lime Street. Leading this one is 390 141. There's that one, the widening for Liverpool Lime Street from London Euston. Incoming now is the 1432 London North Western Railway service to Crewe from London to Liverpool Lime Street, I meant, from Birmingham Street, 350 375. And bringing with it is 350 234 as 197010 tones her way out on a test run. I assume she's off to Shrewsbury. My theory could be that'll be on a test run. Off she goes. Now departing is the 1432 Adventure West Coast service to London Euston, 39042. There she goes. I think this service just came from Blackpool or Edinburgh. One of those two. Off she goes to London Euston anyway. Okay, back on the move. It's 66501, Japan 2001. It's 350, 375 and 234 departs behind me for Liverpool Lime Street. And nice tone from the driver, thank you very much. And she is dragging. Surprise will be in. Might be in the answer, but she is hauling Transport for Wales 197014. Always nice to see a delivery move to be passing through the station or gradually coming out of the station, whatever one you want to call it. But off she goes. Our only now is the delayed 1430 Transport for Wales service to Manchester Piccadilly from Carmarthen. One 175-108 as back to park behind me. I do suspect. Will be a Adventure West Coast service from Glasgow Central to London Euston. Here she comes. That is 390-020. She is not waiting around. He's working a service from Glasgow Central to London Euston. departing now is the delayed 14:30. Almost said 20 then. Transport 4-hour service to Manchester Piccadilly from Carmarthen 175108 as that departs. Incoming now is the 14:45 Advantage West Coast service to Chester. This service would usually go onto platform 6 but has been diverted into platform 11 instead, which is led by 221 115. There's that one arriving in Chester from London Euston. They'll go to Chester only after the stop. Arriving now is a terminating London North Western Railway service from London Euston. This is led by 350 267. And bringing with it is 350 238. After this one's arrived in, yep, my theory was right. The delayed 14:55 service to London Euston has now got the path to depart now. There's that one arriving in from London Euston. Now departing is the delayed 14:55 Advantage West Coast service to London Euston from Holyhead. As behind me will be a terminating Eastern Railway service from Newark Castle. That one is 170 533. Here is 221 116. Diners Banger is the nameplate. As 170 533 arrives in from Newark's Castle. As now departing is the 14:59 London North Western Railway service to Birmingham New Street in the form of 350 128. As that continues onwards to Birmingham New Street, I shall leave it there. Very much for listening, I really appreciate it. If you liked what you've seen here at Crewe, please like and subscribe. Feel free to leave any comments and recommendations below, as I'll try to get back to you as much as I can. The next station will be Milton Keynes Central. Haven't been there for quite a while. Be a good station to revisit after a while. So until then, from me here at Crewe, I shall leave it all there. Take care guys, and goodbye.